Hello everyone and welcome to our Week 8 battle against the Carolina Pantherians and Techno. We have not battled Techno in a hot sec, and the last time we battled him we had some issues. So hopefully we resolve this battle without any of those crazy issues. We are going to be able to battle on Wi-Fi, not on Showdown, and be able to get this battle in on time, and everyone in the league will be okay and everything will be fine. His team, small, terrifying, Mega Mawile, Greninja, Tornadus Therian, Mamoswine, Breloom, Galvantula Fortress, and Golbat. Tornadus Therian is his only Z user, which is really scary. I have run into quite a few all-out pummeling Tornadus Therians, and they are very frightening. They hit pretty much my entire team since I am not bringing Cofagrigus, as you will see this week. Now, as the thing about him having only 8 Pokemon is that any of those 8 Pokemon could come. All of them are super threatening, since none of them had to be from a low tier. So I do have to watch out for all 8 of those Pokemon, but because he has only 8 Pokemon, he is missing some type coverages and things like that. Despite that, he's earned himself quite a good record, so we're going to have our work cut out for it this week. But he does have a team that is particularly weak to hazards, and I am going to try to take advantage of that with Golbat, Fortress, and Tornadus T all being able to defog or spin, but hopefully we will be able to get the rocks up and keep them there with our Ferrothorn, Caution, Sassy Natured with leftovers. Additionally, Leech Seed hits everything but Breloom. Knockoff for things like EV like Golbat, and Gyro Ball, which hits his incredibly fast team incredibly hard, since this is a min speed Ferrothorn, and his whole team outspeeds it, so it didn't matter what my speed stat was unless I was going to try to outspeed Fortress, which is never worth it with a Ferrothorn. So we're going to rock out Gyro Ball this week, see how that goes. Hopefully knockoff Gyro Ball gives me good enough coverage. This thing does switch in pretty well to Greninja, barring a hidden power fire, but since he is Torrent, not Protean, he won't get the stab boost on it, and I can take it decently well since I am specially defensive. Next up, we have Kanegus, our Terrakion. Terrakion this week is going to be Assault Vest, Earthquake, Close Combat, Rock Slide, and Quick Attack. He has a lot of priority on his team in Mach Punch, Breloom, in Water Shuriken, Greninja, in Sucker Punch on Mega Mawile. Getting some sort of priority on my own side, even if it's Quick Attack from a Terrakion, is still priority on my side. Still gives me an answer to things like Greninja if it's Focus Sash, things like Breloom if it's Focus Sash. Checks Tornadus T at low health. So Rocks plus Rock Slide plus Quick Attack takes out Tornadus T. Things like that will outspeed me otherwise. Also, Earthquake, Close Combat, Rock Slide gives me great coverage for his entire team, since again, because he only has 8 Pokemon, you can get coverage for pretty much everything on his team. Now, Physically Defensive Fortress obviously scares me out, but Earthquake, Close Combat, and Rock Slide should be able to handle pretty much his entire team, and I am running a ton of speed in order to speed tie with a Galvantula, and hopefully be able to pick it out, Rock Slide into Quick Attack if he does decide to set the webs up. Next up, we have our Phoenix, the Miltank, Adamant Nature, Choice Banded this week. Why not? Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Body Slam, Brick Break hits his entire team. Between fire and electric coverage, as you may have noticed, his entire team gets hit super effectively or neutrally, which is amazing. Body Slam hits everything because he doesn't have a Ghost type, and Brick Break is there in case he decides to go with screens, and because I really didn't have a 4th move that I desperately needed. Choice Band allows me to hit much harder on things than he's probably expecting me to hit. Things like the Mamoswine really actually don't want to switch into a Choice Banded Brick Break. Breloom does not appreciate a Body Slam or a Fire Punch, and things like that are just going to get taken down. Sap Zipper prevents me from being spored by the Breloom or picked off by like an Energy Ball from Galvantula or something like that. So hopefully that allows me to, and gives me +1 attack, which, like, hey, that's cool. So hopefully all this works out and we are able to make this Miltank work. It doesn't have Recovery, it doesn't have Rocks, it doesn't have Heal Bell, so it's a very unstandard Miltank. I actually am kind of excited to use it just for that reason. But it kind of comes in, hits something super hard, he's like, oh my god, that's Choice Banded, and something's dead because of it, and then it probably dies. But that's okay, we roll with that. Next up, as I said, Electric and Fire hits his entire team neutrally. Rotom Heat is an Electric Fire type, which works out really well. Timid Nature with enough speed to outspeed a Mamoswine that isn't Scarf. And Overheat, Volt Switch, Defog, and Will-O-Wisp. Since he has no Fire type, Will-O-Wisp is free, hits everything, and is super useful against things like the Mega Mawile, against the Mamoswine, against the Breloom, basically any physical attacker. Defog is there for those sticky webs if he tries to set them up with Galvantula. And then Z Overheat allows me to click Overheat and basically kill something, since his only resist to fire is Greninja. And let's be honest, Greninja does not appreciate a Z Overheat from a Rotom. Nothing on his team does. So that should give me the nuke I need to kill something, probably in the mid-game, unless he starts getting rocks up and chipping me away, which I would really not appreciate, but there's not much I can do about it. I do have the Defog to get rid of those rocks, but the Rotom has to come in to do that. However, the next Pokemon, which is my Xatu with Magic Bounce, is going to be able to hopefully, if I predict well, handle the threats that are going to set up rocks. However, Mamoswine is a major problem for this Xatu because of the fact that it has Ice Shard. I do live one Ice Shard, so hopefully that's going to work out, and I do have the Scarf and enough speed to outspeed a Scarf Mamoswine, so we will be able to get off an attack on him if he doesn't go for the Ice Shard, thinking that he either outspeeds me or that he can kill me with it. And Giga Drain will allow me to do about 70% to a Mamoswine, which is super nice. Heat Wave hits pretty much everything on his team that isn't Greninja, and U-Turn will hit that, and Giga Drain will hit that as well. And Psychic hits things like the Breloom and the Golbat, which I otherwise didn't have electric coverage for. So that's what this is running this week. This should be able to bounce back a Toxic from things. It should be able to bounce back, predictable rocks or webs. And that should allow us to get some momentum, and because I'm Scarf U-Turn, I can allow myself to switch out and switch back in, and be able to get this Xatu to do some fun things. And lastly, we have Primarina, which is also a Assault Vested, just like Terrakion this week. Aqua Jet, Ice Beam, Moonblast, and Scald. Like I said, I'm scared of his priority, I'm scared of his Pokemon having low health and being able to continue to chip me down because they are fast. So we are going to be running Aqua Jet. Quiet Nature, since there is nothing in between base 50 and base 70 speed. I need to outspeed anything that was base 70. I couldn't if I didn't put speed investment in, and I already outspeed the base 50 and below, so I didn't have to put any speed investment. I could actually run Quiet Nature and still outspeed that. So we are able to run Quiet with Scald to hit the Mega Mawile, Moonblast to hit the Greninja, the Breloom, and Ice Beam to hit the Golbat, the Tornadus, etc. And Aqua Jet is there to pick off some threats as they get low, since Rocks plus Moonblast plus Aqua Jet kills Tornadus, kills Mamoswine, things like that. So we do have answers to most of his team. I had a big debate about the Ice Beam versus Psychic, but decided Ice Beam was better because at least it hits Greninja, even if it doesn't actually do a lot, whereas Psychic doesn't do anything. Although if he switches Greninja into a Primarina, I will be shocked. Absolutely blown away. Anyway, that's the team we're rocking this week. Hopefully it goes well. I have not had a great luck against Techno before. First time I ever faced him, I got Hacks to death. The second time, I got Showdown to death. So we are going to see what happens this week, but whatever happens, it's going to be fun. I'm going to have a good time with it. This team is wild. It's different. It's unique. And there's a Choice Band and Miltank. So I'll see you guys back here in a minute with that battle. Alright everyone, welcome back. We're here with Techno. You might notice that my shirt's changed. It's actually a new day. So it's the first time I've recorded Team Builder like days before the battle in a while. So we're going to see how this goes. But he's only got 8 Mons in his team. We're going to see which 6 he brought. They are the 6 that I have. No, he doesn't have the Galvantula. He has, what am I not seeing there that he has? Breloom. He has Breloom instead of Galvantula. Okay. Well, Breloom scares me a lot, so Galvantula and Fortress aren't here, which is fine, all things considered. I kind of could have expected that. Honestly, I think my best lead is going to be Rotom Heat, and I think my best play is just going to be clicking Z Overheat first turn. The only thing that survives that is Golbat or Greninja, and neither of those are switching to Rotom Heat anyway, and I think that's going to be my best play here. I've been staring at this matchup for like over an hour right now, just because we were supposed to battle a little bit ago, and he had a misgen, and we've had like to scrounge for something, so he fixed it. We're good. Everything is legitimate. Everything is good to go. So, but I've been literally staring at this team, being like, "What is my lead? He's only got 8 Mons. Like, which 6 of them is he gonna bring? Like, what's going on?" Breloom was actually something I was really scared of, which is why I was surprised I didn't put it on my like, "This is the thing I think he's gonna bring" list. But he's gonna lead Mamo. Mamo could be Scarfed. Scarf Mamo is obviously a threat. It could have like Rock Slide. But it's not going to kill if it's Scarfed with Rock Slide, even if he's Adamant Scarf. Rock Slide does not kill, and Z Overheat does, at that range, take out the Mamoswine. If he's Focus Sash, that is what it is as well. We're just going to click it straight up. I don't care if he's Thick Fat. Z Overheat's going to kill. And I don't really care, like, this thing needs to get a kill right off the bat. There's really no... Like, it threatens his whole team so much that just getting a straight kill is huge. And I don't take the special attack drop, which means that nothing really threatens me out, except for the Greninja, which can definitely scare me away. And he is sashed, so we do get that information, which is fine. But we also get the information that we outspeed, and he goes for the Stone Edge, which does take me out. So, and it's because it's a crit! Whoo, boy. Okay, so Mamoswine kills Rotom Heat with Stone Edge, and that, my friends, is what they say in the business, especially if he's Jolly, mattered. There was a 0% chance that kills if he's Jolly. Now, my Miltank will definitely outspeed this thing, but my rocks are on Pharaoh. But I really don't want to take a ton of damage from the Mamoswine either. So, I could just go into the tank here. Rocks are super vital, though. His Defogger being Golbat, obviously. But rocks are big against this team. I do have a choice-banded Miltank that can definitely come in and can click Body Slam and not really give anything away. Which I'm going to do. If he Ice Shards me, that's fine. If he does go for the Ice Shard, that's fine. He's probably going to stay in because he's going to think I'm going to click Rocks, which obviously if I had Rocks on Miltank, that would be the play 100% of the time. Could have gone to Pharaoh here. He does not go for the Rock, so we get, or the Ice Shard, so Miltank kills Mamoswine with Body Slam. It does not at all reveal that we're Choice Banded, doesn't reveal that we're Thick Fat or Sap Sipper. All good information to keep hidden away. His Breloom could come in here. Breloom, there's a Tornadus. Now he's probably got Fightinium Z, would be my guess. That is a Life Orb Fightinium Z. No. Body Slam's not killing. I do have the ability to go out into my Prim here, if I think he's going to go for Fightinium Z, or my Xatu. I think Prim is better than Xatu for that purpose. He could have Sludge Wave, and I don't have Rocks up yet, but I can't just go hard Pharaoh on a Fightinium Z, there's just no way. So I'm going to go into Prim here. Torn-T could, I mean, it's its only possible Z user, so I'd expect it to be Z over Scarf, but Scarf Torn does do a lot of work to my team. Losing Rotom is bad. Focus Blast lands, so he probably has the Fightinium Z, but didn't feel like he needed to go for it. That does literally nothing. Literally 0 damage. So, now at this point, he could easily go out into the Mega Mawile. That is definitely a switch that he could make. Since Ice Beam can't kill anyway, Tornadus T, Ice Beam doesn't kill, Scald plus Moonblast does kill, or Scald plus Ice Beam kills, which makes Scald really free to get a potential burn. So I am going to go for the Scald here. He's going to hard switch, that's not unexpected at all. Goes out into the Golbat. Ice Beam wouldn't even do that much to the Golbat, honestly. But Scald, burning it, gets, you know, it's chip damage. Since he's got to be Eviolite to take that little damage from this. And let me turn on the HP bar. I don't like having it on when I'm like doing my intro and stuff, so it just gets in the way. But I like having it on here, so it did about 25%, which is definitely a little bit specially bulky. Not super specially bulky. Now, he could go for a Toxic, he could go for a Poison move. Pretty much anything that he does. He could go Super Fang, but even if he goes Super Fang, Pharaoh is still the switch. Since nothing else wants to take 50% either. And Pharaoh can get my Rocks up at this point, force the Defog, and go for that. So U-Turn's going to come out, he's going to take some Iron Barbs, and he's going to get out of here, which is fine. We're going to see U-Turn on Golbat. We know it's Eviolite, and we know it's actually pretty specially bulky from that damage range. Now, Torn could come back. Torn could certainly come back in here. But then he has to make the call about whether or not I'm staying in. Spoilers, I'm not. I want my Rocks up, but I'm not staying in. There's no way. So, but anything else, literally anything else I can stay in on. Breloom, Superpower is a very small chance to kill. And my rocks are super important, so I would rather get those up. Ferrothorn is my answer to Greninja. It's not my only answer to Greninja, but it is a good answer to Greninja. So yeah, Torn's coming back in, and we're going to have to make a call about whether or not he's going to predict, because a Z Focus Blast does kill. A regular Focus Blast, we saw that it was definitely not Life Orb. A regular Focus Blast doesn't even come close to killing. In fact, a Z Focus Blast actually does not kill my Ferrothorn. Which is interesting. Certainly intriguing. That's timid. Let's go with modest. Let's say he's modest. Z Focus Blast. Nope, can't kill. I EV'd it to not kill. Which means this is a chance to get my rocks up if I wanted it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Why not? He goes for the Hurricane. Misses the Hurricane. Which means that I do have a chance to get my rocks up 100% for free right there. And I get a chance to click Gyro Ball if I want to. Or go out into Prim again if I think that that's the switch I want to make. Since now I can pretty safely click Scald again, and then Ice Beam will kill after a rock switch in from Tornadus. And Prim doesn't look like he's going to have Sludge Wave. He might. Prim takes about 50% from a Sludge Wave. So I could stay in with my Pharaoh and go for a Gyro Ball here, which I think is a better play. In all honesty, I'm going to go for Gyro Ball. He might go for the Titanium Z here. He's going to hard switch. What's he going to go into here? Golbat. He does not want these rocks up right now. He does not want these rocks up right now. Now we are going to go for a Gyro Ball and hit this Golbat and bring it and just kill the Golbat. Just kill the Golbat. So Ferrothorn kills Golbat with Gyro Ball. And I do survive a Titanium Z from that Tornadus. And after the Stealth Rocks, Gyro Ball still doesn't kill if he's modest. If he's timid and max speed, then Gyro Ball still doesn't kill. But it does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. So, and I'm still definitely healthy enough to handle Greninja. Pretty much any set of Greninja, I'm very, very healthy right now. And by that I mean I have full health right now. Not to mention my Terrakion is also Assault Vested, so it can survive a Scald. And Xatu is Scarfed, and outspeeds everything except Scarf Greninja. And Scarfed Torn, which he could be Scarfed Torn. He has not revealed 2 moves yet on Torn. And that might have been why he switched out, was because of the Hurricane there. Now Mawile's going to come in here. Let's see, are you Intimidate or are you Hyper Cutter? Hyper Cutter, okay. It's good information. It's only going to matter for like this one turn. Because he's going to Mega Evolve. Now, Mawile can definitely start setting up on my Pharaoh. Could set up a sub right here. Could definitely set up a sub right here. I do have Heat Wave on my Xatu. Gyro Ball does... Well, it's... Wait, you're not Intimidated. Gyro Ball has a chance to break a sub. I'm gonna click Leech Seed. I want to know what you're gonna go for. He could have Fire Fang. Certainly could have Fire Fang. Rotom was obviously the switch into this thing, but that crit Stone Edge... That crit Stone Edge really hurt. So he does set up a sub. That is... Yeah. I should have probably predicted that. Because if he starts setting up behind that sub now, then I'm in trouble. It's workable. It's doable. But it's scary, certainly. So I'm gonna go for the Gyro Ball. If he's min speed, like if he actually 0 EV'd himself in speed, then I can't break it. But if he didn't, as long as he's just running neutral speed, then there's a good chance this breaks it. And I can definitely break it with 2. And that's a... It might be almost too late at that point, but I can play around Sucker Punch. If he goes straight for a Play Rough here, he doesn't actually set up any Swords Dance or anything. which works for me, because he's going to take Iron Bars behind that substitute, and I'm going to go for Gyro Ball. So I think he was predicting me to switch out into something else there, but I'm not going to do that. And the sub breaks, which is perfect. Absolutely, unequivocally flawless. He could have... Let's take a look if he has, like, Fire Fang or Fire Punch. I think he gets Fire Punch. Definitely kills my Pharaoh. 100% kills my Pharaoh. So at this point, I could go out into my Prim. If he sets up another sub, I just Scald on it. Then he could Iron Head me, and I'd probably die to that. Where's my Prim set? Let's see. Mawile, Mega. Play Rough. Yeah, Play Rough kills. But he's got Sub and Play Rough. If he has Fire Punch for my Pharaoh, then he's missing some coverage somewhere. And my Miltank, from the range that this Mawile's at, after one more set of either Substitute or Iron Barbs damage, kills the Mawile. So out comes Greninja. Do you have HP Fire? Like, what did you bring for Ferrothorn? You have to have something. So Ferrothorn, Greninja. You're not Protean. You're Torrent. We can just put in Torrent. But you're not in Torrent range right now. Nope. So Hidden Power Fire. If he's Life Orb, he maxes out at 130. I have 143. So he can't kill with a Hidden Power Fire if he's Timid Life Orb. I could switch at this point, but this is the thing that I kind of want in on the Greninja, to be honest. The only other thing would be whatchamacallit, Terrakion, because of the Gunk Shot possibility. So I'm just going to go for another Gyro Ball. Let's see Hidden Power Fire. There's Hidden Power. Let's see Fire. Yeah, it's Fire. And it is Life Orb, but he can't kill with that. And that should take him out now that the Life Orb recoil occurred. So Ferrothorn kills Greninja with a Gyro Ball. Okay. So Pharaoh's doing the wall breaking, which is totally unexpected. Torn's coming back out. Now at this point, I still wonder what your item is. Do I switch out my Pharaoh, since his Mega Mawile clearly has no real check to it? I don't think so. Mega Mawile doesn't have speed other things, and they do outspeed it. So I am just gonna click Gyro Ball. Like, really, what am I gonna do? He goes for the Hurricane, he misses another Hurricane. That is not helping him by any stretch of the imagination. And that does not kill, but he might be choiced into Hurricane. I can click Gyro Ball again. It's free. It's free. He could switch out if he wants to. Focus Blast, he's not Scarfed. And he lands the Focus Blast, so he's going to kill my Pharaoh with that at this range. So Tornadus T kills Ferrothorn with Focus Blast. Now he's not Scarfed, so my Xatu is going to outspeed. And I'm going to reveal that I'm Scarfed. But Heat Wave kills this. Heat Wave kills Mawile. And Breloom also dies to a Heat Wave. That's not the right Pokemon. Do not click that Pokemon. So, all of this comes down to, as it always seems to do, is landing 3 Heat Waves. He could switch out. And if he switches out, then I kill whatever he brings in and I switch out again. I don't care if you're Scarf Breloom. The only thing I care about is Sucker Punch on Mawile. So Torn T goes down here. So Xatu kills Tornadus T with Heat Wave. Breloom comes out. Breloom does not live a Heat Wave. Mach Punch doesn't do anything to me. Spore doesn't do anything to me. So by going into Breloom, he's revealing either that he's like Assault Vested or he doesn't have Sucker Punch. Xatu kills Breloom with Heat Wave. And I'm not even going to switch out here. There's really no reason for me to switch out here. If he Sucker Punches, whatever, I just switch out then, safely. And if he doesn't Sucker Punch and I land a Heat Wave, then Xatu just picks up a whole bunch of kills at the end of this game. So Xatu kills Mega Mawile with Heat Wave, and that's the game. That's the game we play. Sometimes you hit Hurricanes, sometimes you miss them. Unfortunately for my opponent, he missed a few Hurricanes. Landed all his Focus Blasts, though, so I guess it evens out in the end. I'm not sure if that really counts, but Stone Edge crit, Hurricane misses. I mean, we had hacks everywhere, so it is what it is. The New York Empoleon have actually just earned a 4-0 win, getting us back into a playoff spot, and beaten Techno, our long-time rival. So I'm excited to announce us back at 500, thankfully, in this league, and we have a long way to go, but we've come a long way as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next week as we take on, I believe it's Root, and the NJ Brobats, New Jersey Brobats? No, New York Metagross. I'm not even sure what league this is anymore. I think it's the other league. I think it's ICBA. Anyway, New York Metagross, coached by Ultraplayer 12. That's this league. The other league is the New Jersey Brobats next week anyway, so I'm all sorts of confused. It might even be this week. I don't even know, guys. So anyway, I'm going to take care. I'm going to see you guys later. I will be back again with more battles. Always, always, always. Thank you all so much for watching. See you later, everybody. That's not the end of my videos. See you later. See you next time. I don't even remember what I say. Bye.